Greetings everyone, this is VOD Recap Narratives. Before we delve into our discussion, please be advised that spoilers are forthcoming. Today, we will be exploring the 2015 science fiction live-action film titled Assassination Classroom. This film presents a unique exploration of the relationship between students and their teacher and is underscored by a profound moral narrative. I encourage you to stay with us until the end to uncover the full story. The film commences with a colossal explosion that obliterates 70% of the moon, leaving it with a perpetual crescent shape. Back on Earth, the Japanese military endeavors to mount an assault on an enigmatic creature. Regrettably, their efforts are thwarted, as all the soldiers are eradicated by a creature resembling an octopus. This creature is believed to be responsible for the lunar devastation and harbors intentions to annihilate Earth as well. At Kunugigaoka Junior High, a prestigious private school in Tokyo, students, particularly those in their third year, are mandated to excel academically lest they be relegated to a remedial class known as Class 3E. This class is situated in a separate building approximately 1 kilometer from the main school premises. In a surprising turn of events, the very creature responsible for the moon's destruction, a being with a yellow, rounded visage, is appointed as the teacher for Class 3E. Tatomi Karasuma, a representative from the Ministry of Defense, elucidates that the creature possesses unparalleled speed and implores the students to eliminate this peculiar entity before the following year. The creature discloses that it has brokered an agreement with the government to teach at Class 3E, thereby postponing its plan to obliterate Earth. The students are provided with specially crafted bullets and weapons, harmless to humans but lethal to the creature. Karasuma also reveals that the bounty for a successful assassination is a staggering 10 billion yen, galvanizing the students. To aid the students in their endeavor, Irina, a proficient assassin, is enlisted to eliminate the creature. Her attempt, however, proves unsuccessful, leading her to assume a part-time role as their English teacher. Subsequently, the class is officially designated as the Assassination Classroom. The film's protagonist, Nagisa, is characterized by a reserved and observant demeanor. He meticulously scrutinizes his new teacher, documenting insights for future reference. The inaugural assassination attempt transpires during a class session. Nagisa, armed with a knife and laden with explosives, approaches the teacher under the guise of submitting an assignment. The explosives are detonated by a fellow student, nearly claiming Nagisa's life. The plan is thwarted as the teacher evades the explosion. The failed attempt incenses the teacher, who issues a stern warning against endangering students' lives. The seemingly invincible creature, now affectionately named Koro-sensei by the class, forms a bond with the students of Class 3E. Karma Akabane, a brilliant but arrogant student, joins the class and attempts to exploit Koro-sensei's vulnerabilities. Despite his failed attempts, Karma remains resolute in his quest to assassinate Koro-sensei. In light of the lack of progress, Karasuma's supervisor deploys an artificial intelligence entity named Ritsu to Class 3 with the objective of exterminating the creature. Ritsu, equipped with an arsenal of advanced weaponry, incessantly fires at Koro-sensei, albeit unsuccessfully. The students, perturbed by Ritsu's disruptive presence, immobilize it using duct tape and chains. One day, Koro-sensei approaches Ritsu with a piece of advice, encouraging the artificial intelligence to foster collaboration with the other students. Koro-sensei then imparts data to Ritsu, facilitating its learning. The following day, Ritsu exhibits the ability to express emotions and even crafts a mobile application to strengthen her bonds with the students. As class is about to commence, an unusual youth named Itona unexpectedly bursts into the classroom. He proclaims himself to be superior to Koro-sensei and audaciously challenges him to a duel after class. It is revealed that Itona, too, possesses tentacles as his primary weapon. Witnessing the tentacles, Koro-sensei's anger is palpable as he inquires about their origin. However, Itona disregards Koro-sensei's questions and relentlessly continues his assault. Despite nearly defeating Koro-sensei and cornering him, Koro-sensei skillfully counters Itona, using the same weapon employed by the students, and expels him from the class. Subsequently, Itona is escorted away from the school by his guardian, clad in a white cloak following his defeat. Post-school, Koro-sensei is queried by his students regarding his true intentions behind teaching the class. He responds, stating that his actions are in adherence to a promise made to an individual. In an effort to forge closer connections with his students, Koro-sensei orchestrates an assassination training camp, utilizing his remarkable speed to provide individualized instruction tailored to each student's areas of weakness. One evening, Koro-sensei covertly enters the girls' room, where the female students compel him to divulge stories of his romantic past. However, he skillfully evades the inquiry and makes a swift exit. Shortly thereafter, Karasuma's role is supplanted by Takaoka, a seasoned drill inspector with a focus on physical education due to the lack of progress in the assassination mission. Initially, Takaoka appears affable and attentive towards his students. However, Irina delves into Takaoka's past and uncovers his violent tendencies. Takaoka's true nature is laid bare when he physically abuses one of his students. Karasuma intervenes, preventing further harm to the students. In response, Takaoka challenges a student to a duel. Recognizing Nagisa's potential for assassination, Karasuma selects him to engage in combat with the abrasive instructor. Nagisa, with his composed demeanor and unpredictable tactics, successfully subdues Takaoka. Victorious, Nagisa's win necessitates Takaoka's departure from the school in disgrace. The subsequent day, a student named Okuda presents Koro-sensei with a substance she claims to be poison, later identified as sodium hydroxide, and requests him to consume it. Contrary to expectations, the substance merely amplifies Koro-sensei's powers by stimulating his cells. As Koro-sensei resumes his lesson, the students question the necessity of their studies when the prospect of 10 billion yen looms for successfully assassinating him. In response, Koro-sensei convenes all his students, including Irina and Karasuma, on the field to inspire them. He elucidates that a proficient assassin always possesses a contingency plan to fall back on. This backup, he explains, is the knowledge and lessons the students acquire for the future they will inherit if they are not the ones to assassinate Koro-sensei. Demonstrating his ability to pilfer military equipment, Koro-sensei emphasizes that the students must excel in all facets to become exceptional assassins capable of defeating him. The final examination is swiftly approaching, and in a bid to motivate his students to achieve exemplary scores, Koro-sensei pledges that the students who secure the top positions in 5 academic subjects will be granted an opportunity to sever his tentacles. This would significantly impede his movements, thereby heightening the likelihood of a successful assassination. From this point forward, Koro-sensei utilizes his extraordinary speed to provide his students with immersive learning experiences, transporting them to locations where they can engage with subjects firsthand. When the results of the final examination are disclosed, it is revealed that Nakamura, Okuda, and Kama have achieved the highest scores in English, science, and mathematics, respectively. Additionally, 3 other students excel in home economics. Consequently, these 6 students are afforded the chance to dismantle Koro-sensei's tentacles. A student proposes orchestrating the assassination attempt during the summer holiday, a suggestion that garners unanimous approval from the class. The students diligently prepare, ensuring that their strategy for the assassination is meticulously crafted. The day of execution arrives, and they succeed in immobilizing Koro-sensei, commencing their assault. Owing to Nagisa's keen observational skills, the class identifies one of Koro-sensei's vulnerabilities, water, and transforms the battleground into a water park. In a climactic moment, 2 students unleash their final attacks, leading to Koro-sensei's seemingly explosive demise. However, in a twist, Koro-sensei morphs into a spherical form, his ultimate defense thereby evading death. Unexpectedly, Takaoka and his associates confront Class 3E, admitting to having poisoned several students. Takaoka proposes an exchange, the antidotes for Koro-sensei's life. Nagisa and Karma unite to shield Koro-sensei from Itona, now an ally of Takaoka, while their classmates endeavor to procure the antidote. Despite their valiant efforts, Nagisa and Karma find themselves overpowered by Itona. However, a sudden downpour, as anticipated, weakens Itona's tentacular strength. In the battle's finale, Nagisa succeeds in severing Itona's tentacles. Regrettably, they soon learn from Ritsu that Takaoka has abducted a student and threatens her life. Employing Nagisa's astuteness, they deceive Takaoka with a counterfeit sphere, ultimately gaining the upper hand and meting out retribution upon Takaoka and his accomplices using their own weaponry. In the film's conclusion, Koro-sensei is transported to a military facility. Perceiving Koro-sensei's vulnerability, the government decides to conduct a public execution before his distraught students. Prior to the execution, Koro-sensei imparts his final words, commending the remarkable progress his students have made throughout the semester. However, the task of exterminating Koro-sensei proves to be far from straightforward. He miraculously survives the execution and is permitted to resume his teaching duties at Class 3E for the second term. Thus, Class 3E once again transforms into the assassination classroom, with Itona joining as a permanent student. Please subscribe to view more content like this, activate notifications and leave a like to support the channel. Thank you for watching.